Karen Green, and I'm your host for ADTV. And today we're in Finleyville, Pennsylvania, about 30 minutes south of Pittsburgh. We're at the Pittsburgh Pilot Training facility, and we are going to be interviewing the owner of the school, Jordan Abramovitz. And we will also be taking a flight in this particular plane by the name of Peaches. Let's get busy. So Jordan, tell me about somebody's journey getting their pilot's license when they have absolutely zero experience.
Yeah, well, the first step is we typically bring them in and get to know them as a person. What is your goal? You know, is it something that you've just always wanted to do your whole life? Do you want to do it for a career? But we always start off with what's known as a discovery flight.
Right.
Discovery flight, you just go up, casually fly the airplane. You're going to fly 90% of the time. I'm just going to gently guide you through just some simple maneuvers, just so you can feel what it's like to fly an airplane.
Yeah.
And then we explain the steps to get your private pilot's license.
Okay.
So there's three different steps that you have to accomplish in that time. You have to pass a written test, and we help you study for that. Then on your check ride day, an examiner comes here and he asks you questions for about an hour. It's the oral portion. And then after that, you go fly for about an hour and demonstrate different maneuvers that we practice throughout your training here. So we just try to build confidence, situational awareness, skill, and just have fun while we're doing it. That's the main thing. We need to do two things at this school. We need to be great teachers and treat people great. If we accomplish those two things and make it enjoyable for the student, that's what's most important to
Then
us.
you're a success. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the Wall of Fame, maybe you could explain to me. Yeah, based on success, I assume.
We have a 96% pass rate on the first time.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in that. And once you pass your check ride, you go on the Wall of Fame, and then you get your higher ratings, which would be an instrument rating, commercial rating. You get a little star, and you know, we make it a big deal for you because it's a big deal for you, so it's a big deal for us, and every one of us been there before, you know?
Right.
So some portion of people think it's unachievable, and just like anything in life, you just go step by step, you can achieve it.
How many people do you normally have?
We have about 65 active students.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know, some might fly once a week, some might be flying 5 times a week. Just depends on their goals and how fast they want to progress through the program. I'm fortunate enough to own the flight school, and also I'm an airline pilot, so I can kind of give them guidance and share the vision of here's the path that you need to take. And we just try to do the best we can to lead you to the promised land.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? You talked about a little bit of discovery.
Yeah.
So maybe we should take a look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. We can prep the discovery flight and then go fly and just have some fun.
Absolutely.
Right.
Let's go.
This is an airplane, right?
Right.
So an airplane has things that they call the 3 primary flight controls. So there's a yoke that's in an airplane. It's like the steering wheel, but in an airplane it's called a yoke. We can take this yoke and we can go left, or we can bank right, or we can push it in and out, right? Here on the outside of the wings is the ailerons. What the ailerons do is they bank the airplane. So you take the yoke, you bank left, you bank right, and that's essentially what's gonna do this motion right here. And then in the back here, this thing's called the elevator right here. So when we take the yoke and we pitch forward or pull back, that is going to control what's known as pitch. So this motion right here. Okay? And then the third primary flight control is the rudder right here. The rudder, we're actually going to use pedals on the ground. So we're going to push our left and right foot, and that's going to control what's known as yaw, so that we fly coordinated through the air. So this is yaw with the rudder pedals. This is bank. We take the yoke and bank left or right with the ailerons. And then the elevator in the back, we can push forward and pull back, and that controls pitch, just like this. So those are the 3 primary flight controls, and that's what we'll be doing. When we go fly the plane today, you're gonna do most of the flying. I want you to focus on,
I thought the cameraman was.
Yeah, he can if he wants to, it doesn't matter. So you ready to go fly?
Next, let's do it.
No punctures or anything in the fuselage. You check that out. Check out the stabilator.
Make sure it's moving, right?
Yeah, make sure it's free and correct. Remember, this is the pitch.
Right.
This is the trim tab right here.
Okay.
4-round autopilot, they call it. It relieves control pressure.
Okay.
Here's the rudder. You always want to be real gentle on the rudder, and that's what's going to control yaw so that we fly coordinated through.
Okay.
Brakes are set. Clear prop. we want to make sure we stay clear so that if someone's walking by, obviously they don't get hit by the prop.
Yep.
All right, we're going to turn the anti-collision light on, master light on, electric fuel pump on, mixture rich.
Okay.
And we're going to fire her up.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great. Remember, airplanes have wings, don't hit them on things. Very good. We're clear right, clear left. You're doing really well. No full power.
Hey.
Our gauges are great. Our airspeed's alive. We're gonna gently pull back. Nice. All right? You're doing great. Now we're flying straight and level. Look outside. Remember, this is your best friend. See its relationship to the horizon?
Yes.
Like, we're not fighter pilots,
Yeah.
right? I always say grandma's in the back and we don't want to get her sick.
How you doing, John?
I'm doing good. I'm staying calm.
Thanks, Grandma.
That's perfect. You're doing awesome. But landing's the tricky part.
Okay.
And what we do is go down and we fly level, and we just let the energy dissipate. Just gotta pitch up and land on the mains, just like that. That's how it's done. Very nice.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a really, really good time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much again for
Absolutely.
everything that you did today. Appreciate it.
It was a pleasure.
Again, my name's Karen Green with American Dream TV. I was your host, and we really appreciate you for tuning in. Join us next time. Thank you very much.